I'm not going to make excuses, but everything leaving my mouth next is excuses and groveling.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say what you got to say. I'll wait.
I'm so tired of this, Mike. I mean, Mel Tucker did this before the season started. Hey, guys, you want better players? Give us money. Help us. We're poor. The NCAA.
Yeah, keep your pants on.
The NCAA.
Repole.
No, let's stay focused here.
Sorry.
Stay focused.
The anger just rises to the top. I can't help it.
I understand, but now with Stoops now saying, hey, we got beat by Georgia, but it really wasn't our fault. Georgia just pays for better players. If you guys want us to be competitive, help us out. This is the latest grift. This is the owners coming to the people saying, build me a new stadium. Even though I'm a billionaire, I'm poor. Universities and schools and conferences are making a ton of money. You can't sit here and keep telling me that you're signing these billion-dollar deals with TV networks but we can't pay the players. Yes, you can. Come up with a better system because you are robbing the fan base. You are taking advantage of their fandom saying, guys, give us money if you want to see a winning team. It's wrong. Plain and simple, if it's up to me, a hard cap every school. You come up with the contract that Gundy came up with where it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year deals. There's a better way to do this. I'm so angry that we're still doing this. When you lose a game, hey, it's not my fault. We need better players, so pony up the money. Even though we're all making money out of here, we're all rich, we got nothing. When I saw this, I knew you would be upset because I'm upset.
My question is, who the hell is even spending money on NIL anymore? Look at the start of this. You go, I have no problem with the players getting paid. Well, how are they doing it? Well, there's no rules. All right, well, I guess we can give this a try. What donors, like if you're a Michigan fan or a State fan or a Buckeye, who's actively donating to NIL? I don't know a single person. No. I don't. And I mean, here's Siren, Rico, and I both know some major donors. I think a lot of fans do. If you're a Michigan fan, it's not hard to find major donors. I'm not talking Stephen Ross, but I mean, look, people who are putting in a six-figure commitment to a school, that's a major donor.
Right.
I don't know a single person who's actively partaking in NIL. In fact, the people I talk to find it completely distasteful. There is no ROI, and ultimately, there aren't even easy ways to do it. Everybody saw what happened at State. I mean, SD4L, just kidding, plug pulled night before game. There's another one called This Is Sparta. I don't know what the Michigan one is called. The Champions Club, the Oosterbahn Factory, I don't know, whatever it is.
And the SD4L, the whole thing did not get pulled. What got pulled was, okay, you know what? Anybody who's going into the portal, your check's not going to cash. You're going to leave here. I give St. Andre credit. He treated it like a business, Mike. And when I found out all the details, I wasn't angry. If you don't show up to work, Odyssey can say, Mike, we're not going to pay you. And you had kids who were threatening, well, I'm going to leave, but I want you to pay me. That's not how it works, son.
Yeah, but on the other side of it, kids complain when they're not given things they were promised.
That's true.
Look all over the board here. It's a mess. My problem, I'm with Rico on this. A coach goes on the road, loses by 50, and I got to hear you grifting for dollars? Like, I would love to know from the people, how much longer can we go with this system with no oversight? Like, how much longer are the super donors even going to spend $1?
Well, you took away the tax incentives. I don't think they're going to, they have no reason to do this unless you are just super fan who just wants to say, here, literally take my money. I get no tax breaks whatsoever.
If you wanted a benefit to it, obviously winning is key. There needs to be a rule that schools can pay players. I'm with Rico on this. The ticket money, the alcohol revenue, the TV money is just behemoth.
And there it is right there.
All of it. So here's my question. What if it was like a 401k match? Rico Beard goes out and goes, look, I want to give 50 large to MSU. I want to win a natty. And the school goes, we'll dollar match you 50-50. You put in 50, we put in 50. You put in $1 million, we put in $1 million. You incentivize the fans knowing, A, I can put my money direct to the football program, but you'll match it. So in essence, there's some form of buy-in. Rico, it can't continue this way. Like, I can't imagine. Look, as excited as people are to have, let's say you're a Michigan fan. How long will you continue to donate money knowing you're getting nothing out of it?
See, right there. And that's why I think that you should just break this right here in its infancy stage, because how is this any different from when an owner of a team decides every 5 or 6 years, I kind of need a new stadium. I need an upgrade. I need some tax breaks. I need the people of the city to pay for it, or else maybe I move my team. You're doing the same for fans. If you want to be good, you have to pay money. Yeah, I know we're making billions of dollars off of TV deals, but we don't want to spend our money for these players. We want you to give us money. Mike, I like what you're saying with the whole 401k thing.
I'm just trying to brainstorm.
Saying we don't even have to do that. If you just basically said hard and fast, there's a cap. Every school has a cap. You have $4 million. You can distribute that however you want. If you want to give $2.5 million to your star quarterback and give the other $1.5 million to everybody else, that's fine. Not my business. But everybody had. If you took $4 million a year from the TV money, nobody's going to miss that. But you can incentivize it and pay your players. And I would also say, and by the way, you have to be enrolled on campus in order to get this money. We're not paying recruits. We're not paying for visits. We're not doing this stuff. You want to go to school, you go to school. Once you get there, now you can work on your NIL deal.
But see, I still think it comes back to what Mike Gundy said.
Yeah.
You got to sign a contract.
Yeah.
And the contract's binding. Like, if it's a 1-year deal, it's a 1-year deal. If it's a 2-year deal, the school is, hey, I don't care if your leg gets put on backwards like Nick Chubb. School still has to pay. It's fully guaranteed. Mm-hmm. If you sign a 4-year deal and you got pennies on the dollar, but then you blow up and you turn into a star, like Blake Corum did not come here as the number 1 running back in America. Blake Corum has developed into a really good football player. Sorry, that's the deal you sign. Right. There's no renegotiation. There is no transfer portal. The contract is the contract. If you want to go to the portal at the end of every year, sign a 1-year deal. Mm-hmm. See, that's my point, though. Enrico, the NCAA, they're having this meeting Thursday. Have you seen this? Mm-hmm. It doesn't address the real stuff.
No.
Oh, we're going to meet and schools would be able to review contracts. Who cares? My point would be, if you're a college football fan, you've been a season ticket holder at U of M or Michigan State. Maybe you've donated to the seat licenses or you've dabbled here and there. Here's my thing. At what point do you get tired of them asking you for money? Because if the answer every time a coach loses is to cry and beg for more money, I really, and maybe I have misjudged this, I feel like if you're a Wolverine and you're paying for god-awful schedules and you pay for a declining live environment because the at-home product is way better.
Because you're not going to get a discount on your season tickets either.
Right. At what point do you get tired of being asked for money? It's Rico, you've said it from the start. It is unsustainable long term. And you've seen A&M shut down their collective. Miami's guy is under SEC investigation. You don't even know what half these schools are doing, but the people doing it, how long will they continue to do it? Mm-hmm. It just feels like this thing is careening down the road.
Yeah, you put the instant millions in there, but wait, we're not winning.
Or the player I paid for sucks.
Right. Do I get my money back? No, you're still going to pay him.
Hey, but you get a sticker and a sweatshirt.
Right. You don't even get anything for this. You're simply doing this because you are a fan. The NCAAs and teams are taking advantage of you being a fan.
What does this look like in 2 years? I would love to know from people. What do you imagine this morphs into? Because the coaches clearly hate this. I don't know if I'd love it as a player's family based on I can't rely on the check cashing. You have guys like this Jalen Rashada kid who was supposed to go to Miami, then he was supposed to go to Florida, then he ended up at ASU. You got players complaining once they're on campus, something we know factually that it takes place at both schools. Yeah. And it's like, all right.
Oh, man, you got players saying, you want me to come to do an unofficial visit?
$5,000.
$5,000, and I'll come and maybe think about your school.
What's it look like in 2 years? That's what I'd love to know from you, the people. And anything is, acceptable? I don't have the answer, guys. I just know, listening to Mark Stoops' comment that we led the show with, we can bump back with it. This, coaches going out with their hat in their hand, not for a new football building, not for you to have your name on the stadium, not for you, that's different. There's a legacy element and there is a tax benefit. That's not sustainable. It's not. And it's being proven on a daily basis it's not. So what does it end up looking like?
How big of a fan are you? Help us out.
Right now, I'm in the fan portal.
Yeah, I think what you're going to end up seeing is more and more empty stadiums, more and more people like that who just say, this isn't fun anymore.
Right, you're a Kentucky fan. You know you're not Georgia. You're a Michigan State fan. You know you're not Georgia. You're not Ohio State. What does my money get me? No one can tell me.
No, because, by the way, you went and found that sleeper guy in Keon Coleman? Bye.
Oh, not before he asked you for money 3 times.
Yeah.
And you match, and you match, and you match, and I'm taking my talents to Tallahassee from a hotel room.
Yeah, did the check cash? All right, I'm out. I'm transferring out.
248-539-9797.